So recently I've been getting into a mangaka's works and making poor financial decisions and buying all their works that's available in English and that, it's in stock. You might know them from a little series called Slam Dunk, only the number 6 most popular manga on Mal, and the series that made Japanese basketball teams in schools shoot up in popularity by 600%. Okay, that fact might not be entirely true. I don't know. I heard that on a Trash Taste episode, so if it's wrong, my source is wrong, I guess. I'm not sure. And that's Takehiko Inoue. He's also written 2 other manga, which are also on the top 50 page on Mal. One being Vagabond, which is the 3rd most popular manga, sitting right underneath Steel Ball Run. And the other work of his, which the one I'm going to be talking about, the one I rarely hear people, discuss at all, which is Real. So also, quick side note, I have only read up until volume 3 out of the 15 current volumes. For those who don't know, the volumes and stuff like that, this is what chapter it is. That's currently out for this series, and yeah, I just can't find any of the volumes anywhere. They're all horrendously out of stock. So, Viz Media, if you could please reprint the rest of Real, I would very appreciate that. I am currently obsessed with this series. And yes, I know I could just go online and read the rest there, but I just don't want to. I would much rather prefer reading everything physically if all possible. And before I fully get into the stuff in this video, I would very appreciate it if you guys would drop a like and subscribe if you like my stuff. The last video I dropped got way more views, likes, just in general. The support on that video was actually fucking insane. So I would very appreciate if you guys would give this video the same treatment. Yeah, on to the video. Fun fact about me, I love feeling depressed. Alright, let me word that a bit differently. I love feeling emotions that I don't feel on the regular, on my regular everyday life, whether that's sadness, anger, existentialism, or just flat out wanting just to end everything. Wow, okay, I just sound like a fucking masochist. I guess that would explain why I have over 1,000 hours in The Binding of Isaac. And when I tell you, after I finished reading the first chapter of Real, I felt many things and most of them I really don't know how to put into words. I know I'm supposed to know how to fully put it, right how I feel for the sake of this video, but I just genuinely couldn't. For some reason, these types of emotions are really hard for me to describe and put them into words. So yeah, emotions do be hard to explain sometimes, man. All you need to know is that I was hooked off the get-go. The main focus of this manga is basketball. But not just any basketball. It's a wheelchair basketball, which is a thing that actually exists in real life. I didn't know this was a thing until I read this manga and started researching. I was like, yeah, it's like, how the hell do you make something like this interesting? But if anyone is going to make wheelchair basketball interesting, it's going to be Takehiko Inoue. This is the same man who can make someone like me, someone who doesn't care about any single sport, care about a basketball manga like Slam Dunk. I'm pretty sure this man can make any form of basketball interesting. And while researching to see for an example for the variants of basketball, the different versions of it, I found this, which is donkey basketball. I'm sure he would make this interesting too, and somehow with his most giga Chad brain of his. But from what I could tell so far, from what little I have read, the wheelchair basketball takes an aside and mainly focuses on the development of 3 main characters and the 3 different ways they have to deal with disability. So this manga is extremely human and real, which is, I guess, where the name comes from. Wow. Okay, I just realized this while writing the script. Big brain mangaka. Okay. Like most seinen manga, Real's art is fucking phenomenal. It is one of the most beautiful and breathtaking mangas I've ever seen. Like I said before, the same man who wrote Vagabond, you know his art is gonna be amazing. All the characters look like real human beings, and there aren't any weirdly drawn characters like you would get from an Inio Asano manga where they have characters like this and that mixed together with the other ones. All right, enough gushing about the art. Let's talk about the characters. The first character we meet is Nomiya, who is a delinquent who does questionable things in the first chapter and has been expelled from missing classes because of an incident that, which we learn later, is that he got into a bike accident and caused a girl who was riding the bike with him to become paraplegic, and Nomiya doesn't take it the best way. He tries everything in his power to make it up to Natsumi for like what he's done to her and try to make her life happy again. And because he was expelled from school, he also lost his one true passion in life, which is basketball. And there's Togawa, a wheelchair basketball player who was really cracked at it until he isn't. He lost one of his legs due to bone cancer and had to get it amputated. And we later learned he used to be a runner, and because of the cancer, he had to compromise and become a wheelchair basketball player. And the last character is Takahashi, who is a certified bitch! Takahashi became the captain of the basketball team after Nomiya left, and bullied many of the players he believed were bad just for his own amusement. And because he's a total bitch, he tries to act cool in front of his girlfriend and steals a bike and gets into an accident, which causes him to become paraplegic himself. We get to see 3 different circumstances of how becoming paraplegic can affect different people. Nomiya caused someone to become paraplegic and deeply regrets it, and tries everything in his power just to see that person he wronged be happy and just find a way to overcome her newfound disability that was caused by someone who lost their purpose in life. Togawa is someone who becomes disabled due to unforeseen circumstances and learns to accept his own disability and continue moving on with his life. And yes, I know his disability isn't as serious as, say, Natsumi, who can't move any of her legs, because he still has one working leg. He could still at least drive and do some other daily tasks. This becomes a major topic of discussion in Volume 3. But as he sees it, being disabled isn't anything to be ashamed of. And on the opposite spectrum, Takahashi himself caused his own disability due to his own stupidity and being a total bitch. And is a very nice parallel to Nomiya, who was in the exact same situation as he was, but he was the one who ended up becoming paraplegic and lost everything and has no chance of getting what he used to have back. We also get to see a completely broken man whose ambitions were completely shattered, and he tries to cope and accept his true reality. Even if he has friends or people that he thought used to care about him, he slowly gets to see the true reality of his, I guess, current state. And this is the part that makes me realize, like, the name of this manga makes so much sense. This manga just feels so impactful when shit just gets real. Or, you know, everything I just said could be completely and utter cap. Since I've only read, math, 20% of the story? So I could've just pulled a Senator Armstrong and made it the fuck up. Whatever, moving on. This is something that you rarely get from any shonen manga. Most shonen manga is just like, oh damn, here's the bad guy. But like, oh god, oh he might win. Oh, never mind, the hero won. Like, unless you're One Piece, most shonen manga don't make me feel like a whole lot. But seinen manga does the trick for me. Like shit like Oyasumi Punpun, which is something that I am absolutely horrified to read. But I have read like the first 2 volumes. And they were all amazing. And if you are 18 or older or just looking for something more mature to read, I implore you to try reading some seinen manga. Here are some of my recommendations right here. Obviously, some of them, like I said, I don't recommend like anyone younger than like 18 read some of them. But like any manga that could like change your whole way of thinking is top tier fiction in my opinion. And once I am able to buy the rest of this series, I genuinely believe if it keeps, like, being this good, I believe that it will become one of my top 10 favorite mangas. And this makes me very excited to, like, start reading Vagabond and finish reading Slam Dunk. But that is all I can say about this manga currently. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I really appreciate it for you watching this video. And if you liked it at all, or you know, if you want to see more, I would highly recommend you subscribe to my channel. Yeah, like I said previously, 100 subs, Metamorphosis. Yeah, me having a mental breakdown and questioning everything about the human race as a whole. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm already halfway there, which is insane considering I only have 3 videos. And like I said before, I really appreciate all the support I've been getting so far. So I really hope you guys have a good one, and see ya.